YouTube. This is TeamWildCard here with a new PokeNOW. This is Ron.
And Brett, and episode 2, like you said, brand new PokeNOW. What we decided to do, as we told you in the first episode, we cover all branches of the Pokemon franchise, so we figured we'd take today's episode just to sort of bring up news announcements in the Pokemon franchise. Starting with, of course, the big upcoming release of the 6th generation games, Pokemon X and Y.
Oh man, let me tell you about it. Oh man, let's start talking about, for one, to me as a gamer, I appreciate the game. I love the new push of the new gameplay that's pushing the Pokemon even further into the game-wise. As a Pokemon fan, I think it's too soon for 6th generation.
I agree. It was only a matter of, let me think, it was a full almost 2 years between Black and White and Black and White 2. And those are in the same generation. And then they go and announce, shortly after Black and White 2 got released in America, about how much? November, December, January, 3 months after that, they're bringing out a brand new generation. Well, when us in America, at least us in the States, just got used to the, Black and White 2 games. And I love Black and White 2, I'm still enjoying them. I think they sort of sucked the fun out of those games because now we're just waiting for, X and Y to come out.
So was I. Oh man. Let's start by talking about the starter Pokemon.
Yeah, the starters.
About it.
Yeah. Well, they start with the fire, grass, and water as usual. The designs they're not bad. Like when I saw Generation 5 starters, when I saw, Snivy, I was disappointed. When I saw Oshawott, I was a little skeptical. When I saw Tepig, I was, Fire Pig. I thought it was not their best idea, but it wasn't.
My opinion about Oshawott is like adorable.
Yeah, but they all ended up by their second evolution, by their final stages. They all ended up being fantastic Pokemon, in my opinion. But with these, we can't say much without knowing what their final stages are. All we know of are what they first look like, which I think the Fox, and they all have an air of originality to them. They all look original, but not always in a good way.
Yeah, my prediction is that their final evolution is that the fire Pokemon's going to probably be fire psychic for once, and not fire fighting. The grass might be grass fighting, that'd be really new. And the word type be word electric, which that also be new.
Yeah, it's exactly like as we know for the past 3 generations, we've had nothing but fire and fighting dual type starters, and while they have proven, like Blaziken, for example, has proven extremely useful. Same thing with Infernape. Emboar's a little let down compared to the other two, but it's gotten old. And seeing this Firefox, Fennekin, the first thing I think of is the potential for, something else besides the firefighting. I mean, they could make it a firefighting, but they're really going to have to put effort into that one. With the grass, exactly. And Ron was talking about how he thinks the grass one, Chespin, could be a grass fighting. Considering it's standing on 2 legs, I could see that happening. I think it's a beaver. I have no clue. But considering it's standing on 2 legs, I can understand that.
Might be a chipmunk.
It could be a chipmunk. I have no clue. The tail's a little bit long to be a chipmunk, but all we know is that it has buck teeth. And then Froakie was, when I first saw them, I thought Froakie, the water starter, was a little bit disappointing, but it's grown on me a little bit. And he mentioned a water electric type. While the typing isn't unique, it is for a starter. And if you see that little fluff on Froakie's back and where else, that could possibly be a thundercloud, as well as his yellow eyes implying electric typing. We're just speculating. There's a lot of room for speculation, but we're just throwing out our ideas, and we have every right to do so.
And I really think that's going to be a water electric. It'll make sense.
Yeah.
Maybe any other type, just water type, I guess probably makes sense, but I feel like it'll be more like on the side of the water electric. But, enough about the starters. Let's talk about the legendaries.
Yeah, the 2 legendaries, Xerneas, which is the deer-like Pokemon, and Yveltal, who is the bird thing. I think I'm actually when I first saw them in the trailer, I was slightly skeptical, in all honesty. But after seeing the official artwork once it got released, I was pretty impressed. The official artwork really brings out, I don't know, their full design potential. I don't know why you think 3D would make them look better than just 2D, game concept art. But no, I think the two-dimensional art really brings just it makes them look more like Pokemon.
Exactly.
And I think after seeing those, I was impressed. I really am.
And I feel like I've won, like when I seen the two Pokemon, usually I'm indecisive of two legendary Pokemon such as Lugia and Ono. Like I choose more on the Lugia side, and then because of the design, they both look kind of cool, but like really cool. But I like Lugia more, and so far as Zekrom and Reshiram, I'm too indecisive about them because I don't lean towards them. But this one, I'm leaning more towards the bird because I don't know, I don't like the deer so much because we have so many other deer Pokemon that it reminds me too much of them. I like something new and original. But my prediction on the deer Pokemon, it might be Psychic Grass. I'm not sure. It comes off as being or Psychic Grass or Psychic Normal.
Yeah, I actually agree with that. I totally see the psychic typing, and mainly it's because of those lights on its antlers. Those like glowing lights just for some reason have that, that psychic vibe to them, in my opinion. And the grass typing, it is a deer. That makes perfect sense. Or there's also that normal typing, which we talked about it. We're about, I think, 85% sure that we think it's going to be psychic. But that second type, which will probably will have a second type, probably. It could be either normal or grass. I mean, I think it'd be nice to see another psychic normal Pokemon besides Girafarig. As for Yveltal, though, I think the flying.
I feel like it's gonna be dark and flying.
Yeah, well, I think the flying is kind of obvious. I mean, if they don't make it a flying type, then I'm just gonna quit. But also, yeah, it's like you said. This, if you look at the color combination, the red and the black, that spells dark type to me. So if we had to guess, we'd say dark and flying type. But the thing is, if that is dark and flying, and Xerneas, the deer, is psychic and grass, that puts it at a great disadvantage when it comes down to, just all aspects. And usually they try to make them balanced in some sort. So, maybe that. So, I don't know. That'll be interesting.
Maybe make Steel and Psychic, maybe.
Steel and Psychic. That'd be like Metagross. That'd be a good type. But, we don't know. So that's actually a good point. So, I'm looking forward to that. I really am.
So, next on the agenda is the Pokemon Plasma Storm TCG card game.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward for that series to come out.
Oh, I really am. The Plasma Storm. I remember when it was Plasma Gale in Japan. It just came out like I think September of last year, maybe it was November. I want to say September though. And it, brought out Lugia EX, which as soon as I saw it, I knew its destructive capability. For the metagame. And right now, Mewtwo EX is the most broken EX. But considering with Lugia, all you need is that Plasma Energy. Any deck that runs Plasma Energy could throw Lugia in with its, 4 colorless attack cost and just rape everything. And it also brings, like we said, it brings a whole bunch of new X's. Not only Lugia EX, but Articuno EX, which I'm looking forward to utilizing. Zapdos EX, Moltres EX. A really good Charizard. Say that again?
Bringing back the birds.
Bringing back the birds. I mean, there's just so many good things it's bringing to the table. So many good things.
It's a whole new metagame now.
Yeah, and the Plasma card. I think the Plasma cards will have a big effect on the metagame. With the Plasma Energy and just all the Plasma Pokemon coming out, I think it's going to really heavily impact the metagame, and it's in all aspects of it. I really think that it'll be a game-changing set, because, I mean, if you think about it, there really haven't been anything like... I mean, there were Galactic Pokemon, there were Team Magma Pokemon and everything, but nothing... But, I mean, I don't know. Those cards seemed two-dimensional. I think
Yeah.
these plasma Pokemon, they have a real strategy to them. It's all about utilizing that plasma energy and, using it multiple times, reutilizing it. Actually, what I'm looking forward to after Plasma Storm is what's out in Japan now, the Psycho Boost slash Thunder Knuckle, sorry, dual set, which features Thunderous EX, which has an attack for 1 lightning energy, does 30 damage, and it'll let you get a energy from your discard pile, which lets you reutilize that plasma energy for that Lugia or for any other Pokemon you want it on. I mean, that's the set I
That
think.
sounds very nice.
Yeah, I mean, the Plasma Storm will start the set off, will start Plasma Pokemon. It'll make a wave in the metagame. But I think once that set that follows Plasma Storm comes out, I think that is what will make it great. Because you have the Metagross coming out, you have Deoxys EX, you'll have Thundurus EX, just so many greater EXs, and so many more cards.
It's not
That
trying to speed up the game, like, either way it goes. So when you knock out an EX Pokemon, you get 2 prize cards. So
Yes.
I'm going to speed up the game even more.
Oh, I agree. EX is already dominating the metagame, so all I know is that I'm going to make a Team Plasma deck once I manage to get my hands on enough cards from the set, because the sets just look fantastic. The cards, I'm so looking forward to them. Design-wise, they're amazing. They are fantastic looking. The attacks are well-rounded. You know, it's,
I might have to make a Lugia deck because Lugia looks so badass. Like I said before, I was leaning more towards like Lugia when Soul Silver and Heart Gold came out.
yeah.
Man, I'm definitely making a Lugia deck.
Yeah, exactly. I've never looked this forward to a set in a long time. Like after I saw the release of this set, I was so ecstatic. It's only a matter of I think 7 days now. We're recording this on the 31st of January, so February 6th it's getting released, and we're really, really looking forward to it.
Oh man.
I think it'll change the game. Just like EX has changed the game, I have a feeling that Plasma Pokemon will change the game. And hopefully for the better. Hopefully for the better. And it'll also bring more mixes because, like I stated, there's not that many good EXs right now in the TCG. It's kind of Mewtwo EX, Fire Dex using Reshiram EX, Rayquaza EX is, out there. Darkrai EX, a lot of the same EXs just running around depending on the same deck. While with the Plasma Storm set, it brings out so many different new types of EXs that will just make it to where it'll diversify the metagame, in my opinion, making it more diverse and more complicated and better. It makes a more unique metagame, so to speak.
I cannot wait for that set. There's so many good stuff in there. So delicious.
Exactly. And finally, our last segment is the Pokemon of the Week. Take it away, Ron.
Oh man. The Pokemon of the week is an unexpected Pokemon that we have me and Brett both discussed about, and so the Pokemon of the week is Meganium.
Yep, Meganium. You heard right. You're probably thinking why. Well, that's why we're going to tell you, because that's exactly why.
For starters, it's great in the Sunny Day team. For starters.
Exactly. With its crap. What's its ability? I forget its ability. Not chlorophyll. I forget what it is, but I forget what it's called. But what it does is it makes it to as long as the sunlight is strong, such as in a Sunny Day team, Meganium cannot be affected by status conditions. It can't be poisoned, paralyzed, burnt, anything, which is fantastic. And it has access to moves such as Aromatherapy, which heals your other Pokemon's status conditions, Synthesis to heal itself, as well as just, amazing defensive stats. Can it land a hard hit? No, but that's not relevant. What is relevant is what it can do as a good, not necessarily a wall, but as a just a support member of your team, like on a Sunny Day team specifically.
Exactly. He's a great support team, a support member of the Sunny Day team, and I feel that the Pokemon can bring more light to the team. Even if, like, for instance, your Drought and Dowels, maybe you set up another sunny day. So we're getting them for this week is the Pokemon of the week.
That's right. And that's all the time we have for today, YouTube. We'll be back next week with another PokeNOW, which, that's going to be a surprise. I was about to announce what we're going to do on the episode, but I think it's going to be a little discussion. We'll just say that. It'll be a discussion episode. Well, they're all discussion episodes, but it won't, I don't know. It's hard to explain, but I'm looking forward to doing the show. I know Ron's looking forward to doing the show, so
Yeah.
you just have to wait till next week.